You have a lot of left side hip swings. Let your belly drop. You look like a completely different person walking. So you came to see me for ankle pain. You had an ankle surgery, yes?
Yes.
What other problem do you have?
Lower back, spine, just pain overall.
Okay.
And I even got hip problems too.
You have a hip problem, lower back problem, knee problem, and your ankle. How many screws do you have in your ankle?
24.
24 ankle screws. When did your hip pain start to happen? Was it after the ankle surgery or?
It was way after.
Way after.
Way after. 2 years.
2 years you've been having this
2
pain.
years.
So you had a 5 ankle surgery.
5 ankle surgeries.
And then then the first one was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when was the latest one?
I think it was about 5 years, 4 years.
5 years. So after that, you know, about 3 years of no lower back pain, and everything started to fall apart.
What I had was just back problems, but then the hip started.
Yes.
And that was because they told me I was using the cane too much, to stop using it.
Okay.
I was leaning too much to one side.
When your ankle is fused, when your ankle is glued with the screws, with 24 screws, they glued it.
Welding.
Yeah, they literally welded your bones. So when you are doing it, you are not going to have the same type of walk as opposed to the other side, which means that your knees will take tolls over time, your lower back will take tolls over time, and your overall structure will take tolls over time. And then when your overall structures take tolls, which means that it will make your knees worse, and it'll make your ankle worse, and the vicious cycle, so on and so forth. That's exactly what's going on.
Exactly, because my knee's been literally a problem the last 6 years.
Gotcha. All right, so tell me about day to day. What type of pain do you have on a daily basis? What type of
numbness,
sharp pain.
And I can't walk long distances. I start walking and I gotta slow up, stop.
How much can you walk? How many distance can
Honestly, every day is different because the weather's getting changing now, so I'll go a lot shorter distances. But average is 3 to 5 blocks, and then my back and everything just. And I pay for it. When I come back home, I'm like, I push myself to do these things to make sure that I could do that as an exercise. But and I pay for it at the end of the walk.
Understand that the not all the people who had ankle fusion have this kind of lower back problems, but when it arises, you understand that it needs to be taken care of, and it will also make your ankles to be better if we take care of your other body parts, because it will put less pressures on your ankle. You understand that, right?
I just feel that other parts are working harder to try to help me out.
So things you cannot do. Tell me exactly what those are.
Walk long distances. When I sometimes it was raining and I feel the weather.
Can you squat?
No, there's no squatting.
You cannot squat.
Because my leg is crooked. So when it's crooked, I can't squat because it's not allowing me. It's pointing basically almost northwest.
Okay, so this is your fully fused ankle, and then try to move your ankle up and down for me.
That's it.
You have a little bit of movement.
Very little.
Very little amount of movement.
More toes, but not of the ankle part.
And then there's a shock pain radiating through entire.
All the way up. It just keeps going up. It starts to throb all the way up to.
But ankle is not what really bothers you. But after ankle surgery, your knee bothers you. Your lower back bothers you more than anything else.
Yes.
But when you have ankle surgeries, ankle fusions for such a long time, it's not the only ankle that is affected, which means that all of your body parts get affected. Does it make sense to you?
It makes very sense.
So what usually happens is that the ankle surgery, especially the welded side, becomes smaller, thinner, and also more flaccid because it's not getting enough nerve supplies. From there on, everything gets wrecked. Does it make sense to you? That's exactly,
that's exactly
how it usually happens. So you're still very, very young individual. I should not see much of a differences right here, okay, of the thigh measurement and the calf measurement, okay? In order for you to be able to lose some of the muscle strength and muscle thickness, it takes a long time. Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
What does it say?
19 and a half.
19 and a half. This one better be something like 19 and a half. What does it say?
18.
So you have lost 1.5 inches of muscle, which is almost this much. You have lost this much of muscle, which is quite a bit, because you got a thin leg right here. So you and I are both in agreement that this is not really as same as this side. Everything on this side is weaker, thinner, and then also more flaccid, and does not have the same type of problem right here. So you might be asking, so ankle surgery caused all this? That's right. But right now, that actually is a more than ankle problem now. Would you agree that this is more than ankle problem now?
Yes.
You have an entire leg
It
problem.
started with there, it just,
But yeah.
it just slowly, just kept on going.
So now your actual problem is more than your leg now too. More than your knees, more than your foot. Now if you take a look at here, you told me you have a hip pain and then lower back pain. That's exactly where I have to go next. So I see a lot of heat coming through this area. So whatever is happening right here, this actually is problematic because I see this, I can even outline it and you can even see it on the back. There is a lot of swellings right here, and then I can even make a mark with my hand this because the waters are retaining so much. Not only that, I see a lot of pimples only on this side here like this. That tells me there's some kind of neurological dysfunction coming from this left hip, which makes sense because you have left ankle pain, left leg weakness, left knee weakness, left thigh weakness, left hip problem, and entire left lower back is actually like this. So all of your left side is actually pretty much shot. I'm going to go ahead and then see if there's any kind of pain. How's it right here? I'm just going to go see exactly where the nerve pressure is actually coming from, okay? If I go here like this, how's the pain right here?
Sharp.
Little sharp or a lot sharp?
It's just sharp.
It's sharp now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of pain, yes?
Yes, it is. You want to hold my breath. It's like an automatic thing.
Pain right here?
Yes, right there.
Because what I'm actually seeing is your entire pelvis actually rotated like this. So every time I'm pressing right down over here, you're having pain. Because there's so much of a torque that's trying to make your body to be twisted here like this, I can already see this side of your left hip and then your left lower back is kind of protruding outward because your entire torso is rotated through this side. So what my approach is going to be with you, as I'm going to try to put this back here like this so that I can take the pressures off of it.
I see a curve right there.
Is there a normal curvature of the spine right here?
It doesn't look very at all normal.
That looks very unstable.
It looks painful.
That looks very painful.
That's where the pain's coming from.
Yes. The worst part is this here right now. The worst part is this is all curved here like this, and you might be asking, my spine's kind of straight over here. Only this side, only my lower back and lower mid back is curved so unnaturally. Do you remember I told you that your left hip looks kind of protruding outward because your entire left hip, this is your left side by the way, it's actually rotated here like this. That's the reason why I found a lot of pain right here. So what I am suspecting that may have happened to you is this. You had ankle surgery 10 years ago, and then you had 5 years consecutively with your last ankle surgery being about 5 years ago. So what I think may have happened with your case is that when they fuse your left ankle, they fuse a little too much to outside. They were rotating your entire leg to outside, entire knee to outside, your leg to the outside, and through your thigh to the outside, and then your left hip is completely rotated this way, outward. And that actually creates this unnatural curvature. Go ahead and walk for me, please. You look like you're not really walking straight. You can already feel that, right?
I'm in pain too.
Okay. Come around. Difficult. You're walking like it as if you are drunk walk. That's exactly what it feels like, what it looks like. Turn around, and then you have a very much of a, go ahead and walk again. You have a lot of left side hip swings, and then you're actually swaying left to right a lot. And then your left side of the hip is not moving at all. Slowly but surely, can you try to at least squat just a little bit? If it's too much pain, you can stop.
This ankle won't allow it because it doesn't have that much give. See, but then I gotta go forward like this. I can't go back. I can't keep my back straight to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Good, try it one more time if you cannot do it.
It's the pain.
Okay, no problem. Look forward. A little more. Perfect, thank you. Try to keep your bottom leg straight. Good. You heard that?
A little bit. Yep.
Pain right here, yes?
Yeah.
Let your belly drop. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk for me, please. Do you know that you look like a completely different person walking? Do you feel that?
Yes, I feel it. I feel the difference.
So
Normally when I walk, I have to hold my breath from the pain.
How does that feel?
I'm able to breathe much normally because pain, I'm always holding it.
This is amazing, by the way.
That helps out a lot. Helped out a lot. When I breathe, I have to hold my breath in from the pain.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been able. Now I'm just walking.
So you think you can walk more than 3 to 5 blocks now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get out of here.
Okay, go ahead and squat for me. Look at that. Not bad.
I can feel it, the difference.
You said that you also had numbness to your spine even when we were doing the consultation.
Yes.
How do you still have numbness and tingling pain right
Very
now?
little.
How much do you have right now? From 0?
I think it's just like 10-20%.
80% is gone.
80% is gone because it was all numb the whole time.
It was numb whole time. Right now, 80% came back. I didn't have to give you any injections.
No.
Does this feel better than the injections you got?
No, it feels a lot better because I mean it's working. The needles didn't work. I didn't leave there walking.
This is Dr. Lee. Let's compare before and after. Before the treatment, he had unnatural steps walking forward. He had very unnatural way of walking. His right side was bunching up. His entire torso, his right hip, and his right leg were bunched up as he's walking. But after the treatment, look at him. He's walking more flawlessly with free motions in his back, his leg, and his hips, which are all independent from one another. This is the reason why he feels such a relief in his ankle as well as back pain. Thank you very much. Take care.